Hi, my name is Dr. David Campt, and I'll be joining you tomorrow for the Healing Racism Through Storytelling segment of the overall program. And I want to give you a little homework that it will be helpful if you did it. If you don't get the chance to do it, I understand you're probably tired, you got other things to do, it's understandable. So, I would like you to come up with two of the next three types of stories I'm going to describe. So, one type of story is a story of that reflects racial progress that you've actually witnessed in your lifetime. So, for example, uh, uh, several months ago, I noticed three commercials in a row that interracial couples in it. And I know I wouldn't have seen that when I was a young man, which was a long time ago, but still, I wouldn't have seen that. So that's a story about me experiencing something that is reflective of racial progress. A second type of story is one in which you knew, even if other people didn't, that you had a little racial bias moment. So, for example, one time I was in a mall, in a kind of a mall in Minneapolis, walking around that Sky Mall thing that they have, and I noticed, like, I criminalized mentally this black man who was what I thought was following me. He wasn't following me at all, but I just made him into a criminal. I got all paranoid and nervous, and he wasn't following me at all. So I criminalized him. So that's an example of racial bias. I'm a little that even I, black man, am concerned about. And then another one is a story of racial bias in which you're maybe more than a little embarrassed. So, for example, one time in one of my White Ally workshops, this woman who had paid money for a White Ally workshop, who clearly is down for the racial cause, she was brave enough to tell a story about some black guy cutting her off and her calling him nigger in her mind, right? And she was totally embarrassed about that to herself. But she had brave enough to tell it. So that was a moment of racial bias that she was pretty embarrassed about. So again, it'd be great if you have all three of those, but at least have two of them. Now, if you don't have two of them because you got kids to feed and people to take care of and other responsibilities, we'll have a chance to reflect on it to come up with them tomorrow. But to the extent to which you can come into tomorrow with three or two of those stories, that would be fantastic. All right. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.